In the shadowed heart of the Indonesian archipelago, nestled amidst the towering palms and dense ferns of Java and Sumatra, lies a world both vibrant and veiled in mystery. Here nature flourishes with abandon, and spirits, some benign, others less so, are believed to walk among the living. This is your host Nitin Nair, and today we are diving into the mythical landscape that we encounter one of Southeast Asia's most peculiar and disturbing figures, the Jenglot. No taller than the length of a man's hand and no heavier than a dried fig, the Jenglot appears almost trivial at first glance. And yet, it has become a focus of legend, fascination, and fear. Its body is gaunt, almost mummified, as if it were a creature caught mid-transformation, frozen in time. Its skin is leathery and shrunken and pulled tightly across what was once muscle and bone. Tufts of black hair sprout from its skull, unkempt, coarse, and oddly human. The teeth are pointed, almost bestial, and its fingernails, sharp, brittle, and elongated, seem forever ready to scratch their way out of the void. One might dismiss it as nothing more than a morbid carving or a grotesque puppet, were it not for the tales. Tales whispered from village to village, passed from generation to generation, that the Jenglot is alive. The first modern sightings emerged in the 1990s, yet the roots of the legend stretch much deeper, entwined with Indonesia's rich tapestry of animism, mysticism, and ancestral worship. In the realm of the unseen, where dukun or shamans commune with spirits and practice age-old magic, the Jenglot is said to be far more than a doll. According to lore, it may have once been human. Perhaps a practitioner of dark sorcery, a man who overstepped the bounds of nature. In seeking eternal life or forbidden power, he condemned himself to this unnatural form. Others believe that the Jenglot is a vessel, a receptacle of energy, a conduit through which spirits may channel their will, or through which practitioners may exert theirs. One of the most unsettling aspects of Jenglot folklore is its supposed hunger. A hunger not for food, but for blood. The being, it is said, must be fed, and not in the conventional sense. Offerings of animal or even human blood are placed beside the figure. Small bowls of crimson life force set gently upon altars are believed to sustain its potency. Yet when examined under scientific instruments, these offerings are left untouched. No visible change, no physical absorption. And still, practitioners claim the blood vanishes not from the bowl but from the ether. Absorbed by unseen forces, consumed spiritually, not biologically. The skeptics, of course, are many. Biologists and anthropologists have examined the Jenglot specimens in detail. Many, they claim, are elaborate taxidermy creations composed of monkey skulls, fish bones, reptilian skin, and human hair. The hair, intriguingly, is often real and human in origin. Tests have confirmed it. The DNA does not lie. But how does one explain the presence of hair follicles that continue to grow months, sometimes years after the Jenglot has been sealed away? How does one explain the tales of cursed owners of sickness, misfortune, and death following those who mistreat the creature or deny it its offerings? Are these mere coincidences or the subtle touch of an unseen force? To many, the Jenglot is no mere relic. It's a talisman of power, a source of both protection and peril. In the hands of a skilled dukun, it is said to grant wealth, fortune, and even love. But like all these things born out of shadow, some gifts come with a cost. And woe unto the fool who keeps a jenglot without respect. In one widely whispered tale, a man purchased a jenglot from a market in Jakarta. Dismissing it as a curiosity, he placed it on a shelf untouched. Within days, he began to suffer. Migraines, fevers, nightmares, whispers in the night, and most terrifying of all, the sense that the doll's eyes had moved, ever so slightly, each time he passed the room. The man eventually returned the jenglot to a dukun. The symptoms vanished. The nightmares, over. Or was it? This is not the only tale. Exhibitions have taken place across Southeast Asia where multiple jenglots have been displayed publicly, encased in glass, surrounded by flowers and incense. Hundreds attend. Some bow, some pray, and some swear that when the lights dim, the jenglot breathes. Of course, in the rational world, belief is not evidence. But belief can move mountains. It can shape minds. It can make the unreal seem real. And perhaps in the end, that is the jenglot's true power. It's not a creature of biology, but of psychology or imagination or fear. If you're enjoying this journey into the mythical, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Every story, every whisper from the past is a thread in the grand tapestry of human imagination. Join us as we uncover them one by one. The jenglot continues to fascinate in films, in horror fiction, in online marketplaces. Replicas are sold across the internet. Some are crafted for art, others for ritual, and a few perhaps are not replicas at all. They say that the jenglot's power is dormant until activated, that it lies in wait, observing, waiting for the right energy or the wrong intention. Its silence is not lifelessness, it is calculation. As we gaze into its hollow eyes, we must ask ourselves, what do we truly see? A lifeless doll? A vessel of dark energy? Or a mirror reflecting our own fears back at us? Now, as we reach the end of this tale, I leave you with questions, not to answer, but to ponder. What if belief is enough to give life? What if every whispered prayer, every fearful glance nourishes something unseen? Could the jenglot be proof that our collective fear is itself a kind of magic? And if so, what else we might have brought to life without even knowing? Until next time, this is your host, Nitin Nair, reminding you to stay curious and stay mythical.